How's it going, everyone? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh K, the Lonely Hermit, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to episode 13, 14, 15, 16 of our Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke, and today we are doing, I think, some Team Galactic stuff. So before we get into that, though, if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you're already subscribed, be sure to leave a like on the video. I also have a Twitter and Instagram, they're both at @HermitLonely_. Go check those out. I also stream over on Twitch at @LonelyHermit__. Check all that good stuff out in the description. Drop follows while you're there. I'm also part of a Fire Red Leaf Green Arrival Log with Inferno Man, and we'll talk about the 3 verses in a second. But what else? Sleep Lock Saturday, tomorrow, May 22nd. This is Friday's episode. Tomorrow is the birthday Sleep Lock. Alpha Sapphire is what we are playing over on Twitch. Be sure to drop by, drop a follow, all the good stuff. We're gonna have some incentives for following and subscribing and donating, all that good stuff. So be sure to do all that. 12 p.m. PST. 12 p.m. PST. 12 p.m. PST. Be there. All right. But like I said, today we have El Psyduck to get out of the way. Do we have to? There's no static here, right? Yeah, they just leave. Okay. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a question today. I want to talk about the 3 verses first, and give you guys a little more insight on what happened. So I don't know when Jack is going to put out the video today, but it doesn't. I can tell you, it doesn't hurt to say, you know, the 3 verses is over. The 3 verses is over. So both Jack and Derek lost in yesterday's episode, and so we had a discussion about what to do. Do they reset and we just continue the series, or do we end it? And that was the discussion we were having. We were debating, do we end it, do we continue and they just reset? Ultimately, the decision we came to was to call it there, and the birthday sleep block is now a birthday / victory celebration sleep block, because I won technically. Obviously we didn't follow through with the entire thing, but because they both lost and because we were already like so deep into the series, we just decided unanimously between all 3 of us to just call it there and leave it be. So let me talk from a gameplay standpoint, and then I'll talk from a personal standpoint. So from a gameplay standpoint, I knew as soon as, so episode 3 I think is when, no, episode 4 or 5, one of those is when Derek got his dog, and then like 3 episodes later he gets an adamant orb, or like 2 episodes later, something like that. So he, of course, has, and not only that, on top of that, I'm pretty sure his Dialga, if I remember correctly, had Marvel Scale. Marvel Scale means that it's basically like the opposite of Guts, where if you have a status condition, instead of like Guts, you get your attack boosted. Marvel Scale, you get your defense boosted. I don't know how often his Dialga was getting status. I don't know how much he came into play or anything like that, but as soon as he got that Dialga, I knew, and Jack knew, we both knew we were in for a really tough ride, because Dialga, not just Dialga in general, would have been amazing, but Dialga with Adamant Orb was just another level of overpowered. It was really bad. We knew we were going to struggle. We knew we were going to struggle a bit trying to keep up with Derek. And sure enough, he just quickly pulled ahead. We made a big mistake. Jack, well, it wasn't, okay. Set the record straight on that. When it came to Derek resetting, I personally did not want to give him speed up, especially because he had Dialga. And then eventually the ROM got messed up. Derek's ROM had the wrong typing, or like all the types were randomized, so you know, we were like, okay, well, we need to reset it again. And I could have sworn that even Derek agreed that we were just gonna reset the whole ROM flat. He wasn't gonna get Dialga. It was just gonna be, I mean, he could have had Dialga again, but we were just gonna flat reset the whole ROM, just completely re-randomize it, But Jack instead, when he re-randomized it, chose to give Derek the Dialga back. He was funny. He put Dialga, Arceus, and Palkia. Which, if I was Derek, I would have cheesed it and took the Arceus. But regardless, Derek gets his Dialga back. This time with Marvel Scale. The first time I had Download, and this time I had Marvel Scale. I don't know how much of a difference Download would have made. I think it would have made a big difference, to be honest. But regardless, he ends up with Dialga with Marvel Scale. And the reason I agreed to speed up for that episode was because I thought we were completely randomizing it. I thought Jack was gonna completely re-randomize it. He was gonna have completely different things, and then, you know, Derek gets to his starters and he's like, "Oh wait, I got Dialga again. Oh wait, there's Palkia. Oh wait, there's Arceus. Like, all three of them are here." And I'm like, "Jack, did you gave it back to him?" And Jack was like, "Yeah, just, you know, like, yeah, I gave it back to him." And I was like, "Well then, like, what's the?" I didn't even argue it in that one because I was just like, fine. It was the next episode I started to argue a little more against Fast Forward. I started to really be against it because I was like, he's caught up. He's at the first gym. He has a Dialga. He's fine. He does not need speed up. Jack's like, just give him 10, 15 minutes. And then Derek, of course, is like, I mean, yeah, give me that extra time, of course. I would too. I'm gonna get hit with a fat fire type move right now. I am. I can feel it. Yeah. I gotta throw someone else up front because Freezer is so freaking slow. But regardless, we had that at the beginning. Dude, Togetic is slow. Oh my god. So we had that little kerfuffle because essentially the reason why Derek lost is because he tried taking on the first gym before us so he can get a sizable lead. Which, if he did beat the gym, he would have had a nice lead. But he gets hit by the wall that is, Venusaur, and Venusaur just tore his team apart. So it was unfortunate that he lost, but he was in a position. We were at a stage where he could have easily reset and caught up. We weren't that deep into the series. We were like 3 episodes in at that point. There's at least 3 episodes worth of gameplay at that point, rather. I think is the better way to phrase it. But then Derek started to steamroll, and just like that, while we're still going through Eternal Forest, this guy's already taking on the second gym, and we were falling behind quickly. And it became very apparent that Dialga Adamant Orb was just going to help Derek just demolish the game. And then on top of that, after he left Veilstone, Eterna, there's the cycling road. Derek finds a Slakoth there, which Slakoth, or I don't remember if it was, I think he was started as a Slakoth, I'm pretty sure. That episode was awful because that week of recording was awful. So I'll get a little more into that in a second, the technical difficulty side of it. But Derek finds a Slakoth, which slacking isn't on the same level as Dialga with Adamant Orb, but it's still a very powerful mon to have. So not only does he have Dialga with Adamant Orb, he has a slacking now in his back pocket, and that was the final straw for me, because at that point I was still kind of trying to keep pace. I was kind of rushing. I was still trying to at least find a way to keep up, but that was the final straw where I was like, you know what? I don't know why I'm rushing. I'm not gonna catch him. I can't catch up to his Dialga. There's no chance I catch up to his Dialga. So instead, I just changed my strategy. I just instead started focusing on just surviving. Just get through with your team, grind your team. If you have to grind, take your time. That's what my strategy became. It was just build your team, build a solid all-around team with 6 mons. That was one of the biggest things that went into the 308. Like, the biggest mentality I went in with. Build a team of 6 that's well balanced, where each Pokemon serves a different purpose. Even if I had 3 ground types, I could go look at my team right now. I had 3 ground types, but they all served a different purpose. Camerupt was a fire type, and Powdon was just super bulky, and then Claydol was a psychic type. So it was my goal was to build a balanced team of 6. It was always to build a team of 6 and always have 6 mons. And even if it takes longer to grind them all up, it'll be worth it because I'll have Pokemon in the back. That is a nasty duo. That is a nasty duo. We're gonna go into Freezer. We're also gonna go into, or should I? No, actually no. Let's Ice Punch the Altaria. See how much that does. That should do a good chunk of damage. Don't confuse me. Whoa! What? But that did. I forgot. Kangaskhan did not need a Mega Evolution. He was already really good. I'm gonna fly to try to avoid a Dizzy Punch. We're just gonna get rid of the Altaria. Oh man, that's what I was afraid of with keeping Snover on the team. I'm not gonna lie. I was afraid that eventually it was just gonna get one-shotted by something, because Snover's stats aren't fantastic, and it didn't evolve until like level 40. And I was just really trying to stall out, but I needed to use it at certain points. Who do I put on the team now? Do I put? How much of a like-for-like substitution would it be to bring on Snover? Not Snover. Snorunt. Would that be a like-for-like trade? I think it would be, to be honest with you. I think but the problem is it's kind of the same situation. Snorunt evolves at like level 40 as well. Man, I want to put on the team, but my problem is getting it to a Glalie is a little bit of a problem. That's our 3rd death of the series. I mean, we've been doing relatively well so far. That's just annoying that it had to go down like that. You weren't holding an item. Who do I put on the team? This is an opportunity to bring on a fire type, but the problem is we'll have almost nothing to do with. Well, we'll have Garchomp to deal with dragon types, but the problem is Garchomp can also get hit by dragon types. Because this is the opportunity to put Moon on a team. And I could get it to a Typhlosion because everyone else is up to about the same level. Or no, but do I want another water type is the question. Give me a second. Let me think about this. Now we're out of a. Not only are we out of a grass type. See, my thought process is not only now are we out of an ice type, we're also out of a grass type. So I kind of think I need to make 2 changes. I kind of want to take off Hooch, and I kind of want to bring on one of the grass types we have. Probably Grottle, maybe. Grottle and Quilava. I feel like might just be the play because, like I said, not only are we out of an ice type, we're also out of a grass type. But what is fire gonna counter? Fire's gonna counter. Let's see, grass, ice, steel. Yeah, and it's lonely nature. I think it's meant to be. But do we replace Hooch? Do we bring on a grass type? Is my question, because, like I said, we lose that grass typing, and we kind of need it for like Quagsire. If we run into a Swampert, so water ground types would be a little bit of a problem. But do we realistically need a grass type? Like, is it a need? I don't think so. I think having a fire type's a little bit better. Because the next, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw them in this box because Teesk, Dawn, Stone, and probably yeah, that's about it, to be honest. So the mons in the other box are probably the next options. The ones I would consider. Let me know. Would you want to see any of these on the team? Do you think they'd be good for the team? Any of them? I think I might eventually add Stone when we hit a good level to bring everyone else up. But let me get Moon all caught up, and then we'll continue on. We'll just continue with this team. We'll just throw Quilava on for now, and then I'll figure it out later. Moon is now 1 level away from leveling up. I just, like I said, whenever I put a new Pokemon on a team, I think I've mentioned this before. Whenever I put a new Pokemon on a team, I bring it up to the level of our lowest party mon. So that's 35. So we're not gonna push it to 36. We're actually gonna have to grind to 36. But so let me get back to where we were, and then I'll keep talking about the 3-way. I honestly forgot I had cut. That made that so much easier. But back to the 3-way. Like I said, my strategy eventually just became just survive, just get through. My goal heading to the series was literally just don't lose. Just don't lose. You can come in second, that's fine. Just do not come in third. Like, that was my goal. Just don't come last. And obviously I was able to achieve that goal, and some. So, but regardless, like I said, when Derek caught the slack off, that was my sign. That was like, yeah, you're probably definitely not going to catch him, because even if Dialga dies, he now has something in his back pocket that he can use and is actually very viable, and can carry his team. So I was just like, just survive. Just survive. I feel like, though, Jack's competitive, and that's not a bad thing. It's just, I think he was still trying to keep up with Derek, which was a mistake in my opinion. I realized that it just was not realistic. I just could not. We just weren't gonna keep up with Derek. We weren't. And I think Jack was still trying to like rush. I think he was still trying to like go, which I get. Again, you know, being competitive, it's a versus at the end of the day, so I get it. I just think ultimately the best decision was to just let Derek have the lead. Just let him have the lead, and then just grind. Just grind, and just play your game. Just play your game. Try to just do your best to stay alive and just make the right plays. If you have to stop to look up moves or look up this, look up that, take that time and just let Derek have the lead. That's all I could do, because unless I got a Palkia with the, you know, I think it's the Lustrous Orb or something like that. Yeah, the Lustrous Orb, because Giratina is Grisius. I just was not going to catch him. I just was not going to catch him. Oh, Cute Charm. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. That could come in clutch later on. Not bad. All right. So yeah, that was my mentality heading into it. Of course there's nothing right here. I don't have Rock Smash, so I can't do that. But that's why, if you guys notice, I mean, even in the last 2 episodes, I was literally just grinding. I was grinding, fighting trainers. That's all I was doing. I was just making sure I was not going to lose to Maylene, and that was it. Excuse me. So with that being said, with him getting the slack off, setting that up, that's where this. I'm getting to the point. In Wednesday's episode, towards the end, Derek lost his Vigoroth. And that's kind of where everything went wrong for him. And that's when I got a little bit of hope, because I was like, if his Dialga really does die, he doesn't have much backup. Like, yeah, he has a Tangrowth, he has like a Coughing, but none of those can really carry a team. Like, they would need to be part of a solid unit to really be effective. Whereas if they're like his only options, there wouldn't be a whole lot there, you know, to really help him carry on through the game. So he loses his Vigoroth, and right there, like I said, I got a little flicker of hope, because I was like, you know, like I said, if it like now for real, if his Dialga dies, like I'm gonna be in a really good spot, because he has no backup. I keep missing Ice Punch. So that happens, and then we head into Jack's episode. But meanwhile, at this point, Jack is just grinding his team, because he got demolished in the last set of episodes. He just got picked apart. Dude, come on. You just need to hit one. Just literally hit a move. Thank you. Jesus. God. We're gonna take on Team Galactic. I have no idea if we can even get there in the time. Regardless, So fast forward to the next episode, to Derek's episode. So that was in my episode on Wednesday. Derek's episode yesterday was a doozy. It was a doozy. So I don't remember how early into the episode he lost it, but he loses his coughing, which I was like, okay, that's again even less options for him if he loses his Dialga. And then he runs into, so I think he was in the area I'm in right now. I think he was in this area, but he runs into a fortress, and this is when it gets really like poetic, because if you guys remember, I spent like half an episode or whatever explaining the fortress, who was a savior in Heart Gold, returned in Derek's game to save me, because Derek made the mistake. I don't know how much of a difference it would have made to have had his dragon type moves, but he didn't have Roar of Time PowerPoints. We're not children here, so we're not gonna say the other word or laugh at it. He didn't have Roar of Time. He didn't have, I think it's Dragon Claw. He didn't have either of them at his disposal. They had no PP left. They had nothing left. So again, I don't know how much of a difference it would have made, but I really want to watch that video back because I want to see his POV, because I just heard it. I just was hearing everything that was going on. I think by the end of it, Fortress did explode, and that's what killed Dialga. But like I said, the Fortress took down Dialga, and he managed to get out of that battle. But like I've been saying, without Dialga, his best option would have been slacking. But because the slacking died, that was, I think that was the beginning of the end, was slacking dying. Not even Dialga, it was slacking dying. Because if he had, it was a Vigoroth, but if he had that slacking, if he had that power, he actually probably still could have continued at a relatively good pace. See, this is exactly why I said we needed a grass type. This is exactly why I said that. I think I am going to put a grass type on the team. I'm sorry, I'm probably going to replace Hooch. But we need a grass type. We need a grass type. Because, yeah, we need a grass type. We need a grass type. We do 100% need a grass type. Okay. Even though that wasn't that big of a problem, still. But anyways, that, like I said, that was the beginning of the end for him with the Vigoroth dying. But you guys will see. You guys will have seen in the episode when his Dialga died. I like got up and like danced around my room, because I was like, that's it. There's like and that's all we've been hearing from Derek. Like ever since he got his Dialga. Oh, I didn't get this encounter. Oh, I didn't get this encounter. Oh, I didn't get. I'm just gonna burn this encounter. I'm just gonna burn this encounter. I'm just gonna burn. He was skipping so many encounters. And he's already slash. He just wasn't able to get it. Slash, he was just being impatient, just wanted to build that lead, which fair enough. But he really didn't have a backup except for the slacking. So that's why I say the slacking, the Vigoroth died. It was, beginning of the end, because he didn't have a backup. He did not have a backup plan. So that's when I knew. When his Dialga died, that's when I knew, like, that's it. Like, I have full control of this series right now, because like I said, the episodes beforehand, the last set of episodes, Jack got his team demolished. And then in this set of episodes, Derek got his team demolished. And then eventually by the end of the episode, they both lost. And like I said, we talked about it and we just agreed, it would just be pointless to restart, because Derek at some point during that episode asked me, like, how many gym badges do you have? I said 2, and I knew where his mind was going. It was gonna be like, well, it's only 2 gym badges, like, it's not that big a deal. We could probably catch up quickly. But I was like, you had Dialga, you were able to get to that point relatively quickly. Jack and I did not have. Is this our encounter? A Riolu? Yo, Riolu, don't crit. Yes, yo, I will take a Riolu. Okay, that's Lucario, baby. It's friendship, which sucks, but I kind of want to throw Lucario on the team. I love Lucario, but do I want to throw it on the team? Caught it. Do I want to throw it on the team? I don't know. We're gonna name you Goku. Cause why not? We'll name you Kakaroto. We'll name you Kakarot. not Kakarot. Kakarot. That's how you spell Kakarot, right? It's not an A. I'm pretty sure it's an O. Kakarot. It is an A. I was wrong. It does look weird, to be fair. It does look weird. Kaka. Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, that's we just talked it out, and we were like, by the time you guys catch up, because I was like during Jack's what would have been Jack's episode, because we ended up doing an explanation video on why the series is over. But during Jack's video, I said, you know, by the time like Maylene and Crash Your Wake in Diamond and Pearl specifically have the same levels. So if I was able to beat Maylene, the odds of me beating Crash Your Wake like right after, pretty high. So I was gonna build an even bigger lead. I was honestly probably gonna inflate in just that one episode. I was gonna go from 2 badges to 4 badges. Okay, we're gonna battle this guy. Yeah, we're just getting started with 2. We'll run this episode over a little bit, about 5 minutes over. But yeah, so we just decided to call it there. So beyond gameplay, that series, it started to feel like that series was cursed, because it was honestly just technical issue after technical issue after, you know, life getting in the way. My computer messed up, these guys got sick, then, you know, Mike messing up, not picking up audio, this and that, and it was just man. it was rough, and as the series went on, it's easy to record. Like the second we click record, we were, you know, hyped. We were good to go. We were all in good energy, good spirits. But it was getting, and I know they'll agree with me, it was getting a little more and more difficult to find the motivation to sit in the chair and want to record. But like I said, once we clicked record, it was a ton of fun. Like that was the issue. Ooh, Cyrus is here. Do you have to battle Cyrus? Or if we strive for now. Still, lady, I'm sticking the powder curtain and didn't work. That's not what you answer. The world today can't change because 3 Pokemon keep it in balance. Is that what you're saying? That's gonna be Cyrus's voice. Plead ignorance, will you? What a pointless attitude. You fail to appreciate that the world is incomplete. I will change the world. As the first step, I will destroy this campaign that you protected all these years. A new legend of a new world takes place. Am I wrong? If you feel that way, challenge me. Yes, you're wrong. I know you're training from Malcore and Red. Why would you want to protect this incomplete world? As opposed to Team Galactic, I will show you the error of your ways. I actually managed to handle that quite well. I'm surprised my voice didn't crack at all. But here we go. Cyrus's theme. It's pretty good. I wouldn't put it like top tier, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh. Plump. You're not really plump because you're male, but yeah. The technical issues hurt us. Hurt our motivation a lot. It hurt a lot. Because we cared a lot about the series. You know, we at no point did we ever not care about the series. We cared a lot about the series, and when we wouldn't put out episodes, we were just like, we were heartbroken. We really were. We were, you know, it sucked. It really sucked that we couldn't put out those episodes for you guys, and it was starting to become episodes one week, skip. Episodes that week, skip. And then we put out these episodes this week, and it was just becoming harder and harder to try and keep up with the series. And so yeah, the technical issues didn't help. The motivation level just was not there for us. It was starting to dwindle, and so I think it was good, because honestly, we would have we were talking about it. We would have had like probably another month of it before someone had won the game. Probably like a good month. is what about just about what we would have continued for. But then they died and all that happened. So yeah, so it sucks. It really does, and I hate to see the series die. It was pretty sad recording that video talking about, you know, to the one that comes out today on Jack's channel, talking about, you know, why it was ending, what happened, just our thought process and stuff like that. It did suck. It did suck. I won't lie. And it was pretty sad. But New Horizons, new series will take its place, at least for my channel. Still figuring some stuff out. Soon though. It should be soon-ish. I don't know if I want to start it before I go on vacation or after. I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to someone because it's gonna be a collab, and I'll have to talk to them and we'll see. So a new series will take its place. Derek and I still have our live series we're gonna do, and they have their cage lock, so there's still a ton of content. It's just unfortunate three-way had to end like that. But I am now King Three-way. Phrasing, but I am now the King Victor of the three-way versus. I think I did well. I had a few deaths. I had 5, but nothing compared to those 2. I think by the end of the series, they were in double digits. 100%, they were in double digits. So I was at 5. I think by the time we started recording the episode where they both lost, Derek was at like 9, 8, maybe 9, I think, and Jack was at like 11 or something like that. So I'd say I did well. I did well. I took my, I really, and I didn't have it easy. Like a lot of, like, I don't know what people would think. I'm very curious to see the comments on the video today. I really do want to see it. I wonder what people will say. But I think I did well. I think I did well. But it wasn't easy. I did run into a lot of mons that were stalling me. I ran into a lot of legendaries. I mean, episode like 2, I ran into a freaking Regigigas. Like it was not an easy road to get to, you know, the point that I was at. And then I didn't even realize that I was that far ahead of Jack, or that close to Jack. I thought I was like way behind Jack, but I was like right behind him. And even then, Derek, we really weren't that far behind Derek, but the problem was Derek was getting lost, but anytime he hopped into a battle, it was like nothing for him because of the alga. So yeah, that was everything. This whole episode, I guess, was pretty much dedicated to that. Unfortunately, we did lose a mon this episode. I was not expecting to get one-shotted by a Kangaskhan, but what can you do? So I'll think a little bit more too about the team change, putting a grass type on the team. Again, I'll show you guys the bench. Actually, I don't even know. I probably am going to be bulk recording for next week, so I don't know if I'll have the opinion in time. But we also have Kakuroto. It has Frisk. I'll work on its friendship in the off time. I'll work on its friendship when I have a chance and just get that friendship all the way up, because it's not that hard. It takes a long time, but I'll get his friendship up. It's not like I could just evolve it, and then maybe next episode I'll show you guys Lucario. But that's gonna be for this episode. We've ran like way over time. It is Friday's episode, so I just like let it go. But that's it for this episode. I didn't say a question today. Hopefully I'll have it in the scrolling text, and maybe in the comments down below if I manage to remember and put it. But be sure to answer the question today. And also I have a Twitter and Instagram. That's not my outro. That's not my outro. Rewind. Be sure to answer the question of the day. And if you guys enjoyed the video, and if you're new here, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. Also go check out my Twitter and Instagram. They're both at Hermit_, and I also stream over at Twitch at @lonelyhermit__. It's all in the description. Be sure to check them out and drop follows while you're there, and be sure to share the socials with your friends, family, everyone you know. Let the people know Lonely Hermit Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next one. My throat hurts. Bye.